30 racks of PBR. That's for you.
Amen, brother. All of Florida do better.
But also, most Americans listen to trash music.
That's biological warfare, brother. Like,
they're just being a bunch of bitches.
Fill me, Satan. Fill me.
Yeah, they're like, what the
what's going on? Is he pulling out his dick?
Yeah, it does. I was just fucking with you.
And then we'll talk about it here, live, on the Riff Report. I'm not here to make friends, man. I'm here to talk music and give out shitty opinions, so there we are.
What the fuck were we even talking about?
Welcome to the Riff Report, the loudest corner on the internet. I'm Tyler, and I'm really sorry.
And I'm Ryan, and because he did that, I'm going to do this.
Doing it live on air, dude. That's awesome. Oh, all right. Please don't hate me, guys. I'm getting in the spirit. Seriously, though, welcome to the Riff Report, the St. Paddy's Day corner on the internet. We're here to celebrate music. We're here to celebrate having a good time. We're going to talk to you about all things loud, heavy, just in your face shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go ahead and just chat for a second, man. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in once again, at least 24 hours.
In a day? Yeah. It's been honestly, actually, today was pretty terrible.
Yeah, amen to that, brother.
The weekend was pretty good. So we had our pub crawl, our St. Patrick's Day pub crawl at work. Dude, when I went without a hitch
at all. Yeah.
I would like
maybe a couple knots because of me, but
yeah,
no hitches.
But
you know?
Yeah, no, we were pretty prepared. Everything was in order, so
right.
it fucking everything went smooth, dude.
It was nice. I was happy about it.
I can only imagine how many people woke up the next morning with green to black shits from all the dye that Josh and I were just dumping in people's beer.
How many drops were you doing?
Dude, well, for most of them, I did like one good dash.
Gotcha.
But it just depended on how things were going. Some I'd put like 3 in. You never know. I was just like fucking people up, you know?
Exactly.
But no, other than that, I mean, today was pretty shitty because we had a fucking blizzard, which didn't need to happen.
Right.
Was over that. But
yeah, we had 64. It was like 64 degrees yesterday with thunderstorms, and I appreciated that almost. You know, the thunderstorm sucked, but it also wasn't too bad. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was the only food runner because the kitchen guys were really helping out on that while I was just dicking around up front waiting for customers for like 2 hours. But eventually I was like, all right, it's time to focus. Let me help out. Let me go. And then I just did my thing and ran the food and fucking, I almost died a couple times. Dude, just blown away by that wind. It was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm doing football moves. I confirmed with the kitchen guys. You know what I mean? A little over and under, and I'm fucking plowing through that shit, dude. I'm learning.
Yeah, you gotta tuck that thing.
Exactly,
put the baby in the cradle, dude.
Yeah, I was. And Butta and Webby were pretty proud of me. I'll say that. But yeah, otherwise, like you said, week was all right. Weekend was fucking awesome. Had a great time. I was really happy we sold out of the Irish cream this year instead of holding on to like 3 bottles for like 6 months. It's always awesome. I was bugged by a couple people to make one more small batch. And we still got a couple weeks left. We still got a couple weeks left in March. So
you haven't done it. You were just,
I have not.
Some people were trying to poke and prod at you.
Exactly, right.
Gotcha.
We'll talk. We'll talk when it's time to talk business. Right now it's pleasure. Had a pretty all right morning. We went and I was going to get breakfast, but I ended up getting lunch at the Greasy Spoon that we go to at Dino's. And it was beautiful. I got a hot turkey Manhattan. I almost took a nap, but I powered through and got on this computer, listened to a bunch of music, read a bunch of news, just got into the vibe. I figured out our after hours way earlier than I normally do, I think. And it was just great. It was awesome. This is the weather where I thrive. You know what I mean? It's cold. I don't go outside. I wasn't going outside today. It was perfect.
No way.
So yeah, I'm a Midwest guy through and
Yeah.
through. But yeah,
I had to. Unfortunately had to leave my house, and that sucked.
yeah.
But,
Well, I mean, we did. We still left the house, but it was only to feed
Yeah, right.
ourselves and then go immediately back
right
to the
back
fucking
home.
house. So
Yeah, right. Hell yeah.
Yep. So, what have you been listening to though since we got fucking shuttered in today? And yeah, had a lot of time to listen to music. So, what's up?
Yeah, we did have a lot of time to listen to music. I actually didn't spend the day listening to music, surprisingly enough.
Whoa.
It was a pretty lazy day for me.
Nice.
I also was prepared today, so I had all of my homework done last night. So today, I did a whole lot of nothing. I laid in bed and I watched things on TV, which is not like me. But
Yeah, right.
then I took a little nap. I got up and I fucking started getting productive. But
Hell yeah.
But I've been listening to some music lately. My track of the week is themed, of course. And that is we obviously are back into a war in the Middle East.
Yep.
As
which
always
was
seems to
sworn up and
happen
down
every single time.
Exactly.
Yeah. No
At least
more,
every 10
no
years
new
now.
wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For
Well,
literally
no,
since the
it's
80s, dude, we've been
every
just
time we get a Republican president, we somehow make way back over to the Middle East for that oil money.
sweet oil.
But yeah, this week I chose a track called "Lies, Lies, Lies" by Ministry,
Fair.
off of their 2006 album Rio Grande Blood. And I chose this track specifically because the whole album, for the most part, I'm pretty sure, is a protest album against George Bush and his oil wars when we were younger. But this one specifically, if I can quote some of the lyrics, these really resonate with me right now. The first verse, he says, "I'm on a mission to never forget 3,000 people that I've never met. We want some answers, and all that we get, some kind of shit about a terrorist threat."
That's
And
so fair.
Yeah, dude. It's almost like history is repeating itself.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'll tell you, just to correlate kind of to your thing, the whole early 2000s war on Iraq and everything, Afghanistan.
Yeah.
One of my favorite albums that correlates to that is The War on Airism by NoFX.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, and especially the song "The Idiots Are Taking Over."
Yep.
Seems kind of appropriate still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just a great album.
That track.
I will listen to it. And then the Separation of Church and State was on Tony Hawk's Underground. Pretty sure the first one, which allows me a segue. I set this up. Haha, I've played you. Yes. My track of the week also appeared on Tony Hawk's Underground, and is in the spirit of what we're going to be celebrating yesterday for all you listeners. The song "Time to Go" by the Dropkick Murphys, a little Celtic punk for y'all. I love those guys. It's a song about drinking and hockey and just being with the guys, and hey, it's time to go. You know what I mean? Drop the puck. It's time to go. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm not much of a sports guy. I'm slowly, I think in my, not necessarily old age, like, oh, I'm focusing on sports, but like, I'm getting into it a little bit with y'all. I'm talking shit. I'm drinking beers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
you got enough camaraderie at work between people who are into sports. You're gonna have to get.
I'm picking stuff up, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I do own both. I have 2 basketball jerseys and a hockey shirt. So I can't be a poser. I need to know at least a little bit.
Well, for starters, Don't call it a hockey shirt. It's a hockey sweater.
It's a all right. First mistake. See, but I'm learning. I recognize that. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan, son.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's a great track. It's just got a great energy. I always try and make sure I play this specific song, or I'm shipping up to Boston whenever we do this pub crawl. It's gonna set the whole day, the energy for the whole day, and it was especially fair. This weekend, so Gemma had aux all morning. Her music sucked. I'm just gonna say it was not. It didn't have the energy. It started to get a little like I don't know. It was a little boring. It was a snooze fest. But when was it? It was like halfway through the day. No, about 3/4 through the shift, through the pub crawl. We're getting a lot of people. A lot of people had already had all their drinks. They're cashing out, but they're still milling about. They're hanging out. You know, they're in my way. All that. I love everybody who showed up, but they were in my fucking way. This was a song I chose because I wanted everyone to hear, all right, time to go so you can get the fuck out of here and I can clean some shit up. I don't know if it worked or not, but eventually people started filtering out. So I will think that it did work.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Yeah.
It's like Closing
Credit
Time
can go to
by
the
Semisonic.
Murphys.
Right.
Yeah, right.
At Closing Time.
Yeah. Well, fucking, I think it's time for scene and industry news. Am I right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm thinking so. And we're going to change it up a little bit. I'm starting us off. So we've got, like we said, our scene and industry news. We're doing some new releases for y'all. We're going to talk about some tracks that came out. Boom, boom. This past week. And I'm going to be real with y'all. One that was released like almost 2 weeks ago. But I'd love to talk to you about it today because we didn't talk about it last week. But let's get into it. To start us off, I am very excited about this track and very excited to see more that comes out of it. We've got a new track by Corrosion of Conformity, once a thrash band, now like a kind of bluesy, fuzzy kind of band. It's for old guys, and I'm getting there, so I celebrate them. You know, they have released a music video and this track, You or Me, from their upcoming album, Good God, Bad Man. Let's see, we got the clip released by Kostin Shirorinu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And Mike Holderbeast. This album, that's what I'm saying. Holderbeast? I hardly know her. Come on. The album Good God, Bad Man will be released on April 3rd, so very soon.
Dude, not just an album.
It's a duel.
Double.
Exactly,
album.
it's a duel, right. Yeah. So 2 albums. Check it out.
Yeah.
I did not watch the video, but I just popped it on and it's kind of cool. It's all like comic-y and shit. Did you check out the video at all?
I didn't.
Okay.
This was a weird one that I listened to it before I put it on the list, so I didn't get a chance to check out the music video for it.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's pretty cool so far from what I'm seeing. Looks like kind of cut out-y, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's the best way I can describe it. There's like Aztecs, world domination, apocalypse theory kind of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely though, when I was listening to this track, it really felt like a get fucking stoned, crack a couple Coors, and just sit back. You know what I mean? You're not really doing much. Or hey, you're working in the garage, you're doing a little engine work or something. That's just.
It is absolutely working on your car in the garage kind of music.
Exactly. So if you like working on your car, you're gonna love this track.
I dug it. I thought it was a good track.
Exactly.
One of my favorite parts about it was that I think like I can't remember, what is it, around like the 3-minute mark or something like that. They take a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
It might be like 2.5 minutes in or something like that. It like gets like quiet and ominous and just like, you know, just you think the song's about to be over, and then about 4 minutes comes and the song kicks back in and it gets even better than the beginning.
Exactly.
Which I was into it.
Yeah. Yeah, when it stops, like that's literally just about the halfway fucking mark.
Yeah.
So you got a whole like second song going on. So not only are they releasing a dual album, you just got a dual song.
That's dual songs, dude.
Right. Come on. Hooking us up. Next up, we got a track by Gouge Away, a hardcore outfit from South Florida. We've brought up in the past a couple of times, I think, maybe one time.
Yeah.
I don't quite exactly remember what the other track was. But this one is called Figurine. They have a tour starting on Wednesday. They premiered the new single Figurine. This is via Run for Cover Records. They do have a music video directed by Noah Haycock. And I loved the single cover on this, just visually and first impression-y. It looks like some Blue's Clues shit, and they're burning that rug, dude.
It does look kind of Blue's Cluesy.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's loud. It's kind of a little crunchy, a little grungy, a little loud, a little screamy. You know, I've been appreciating what they've released so far. I need to find. Is this?
Yeah. I was checking on YouTube to see if I had watched this music video yet or not. And as I'm watching it, I'm realizing I did not watch it the first time around.
Okay.
But yeah, shot pretty cool. I like how high definition everything is. Yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward. Just dudes rocking out. Their vocalist has the spotlight, of course, and she goes through a couple different scenes, but the instruments, they're just chilling in a dark room. Looks like maybe some water on the ground, or it's just shiny. I think it's just shiny.
I think it's just shiny, yeah.
But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, fine video, good song.
Right. Yeah, she's kind of giving me like poppy vibes, you know what I mean? I don't know if you yeah, we've talked about this. You've seen some of her like older videos.
Yeah.
She's in a dress, like it's like that like kind of cute nihilistic darkness kind of vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's always Poppy's always rocking that fucking vibe for sure.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm getting out of. I'm not saying like she's trying to copy the vibe. Obviously, her vocals are way different than Poppy. The music,
for sure.
You know, the rest of the band, it's all different. But it seems a little typecasty. I don't know. At the same time, so it's a great track.
No, the music does kind of remind me of like early Scowl before they kind of like got a little more alt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, check it out. New track by Gouge Away. We have some more updates. Another update from the collaboration of Napalm Death and the Melvins. Honestly, one of the best fucking collaborations I've ever thought to think about. This is fucking awesome. The song is called Rip the God. Rip and Pepperoni God. This is the second song from their upcoming expanded 8-track release titled Salvage Imperial Death March. What a mouthful. Let's see, an earlier version of the collaborative effort previously surfaced as a tour exclusive release during a past run. The new edition of this will add 2 bonus tracks and come with updated artwork and packaging. This expanded release is due out April 10th. And you can get Rip the God anytime now. It's out there. And the track itself is fucking sick, dude. It's the best of both worlds. Like, it's sludgy, it's kind of slow, but then you get what's his name? Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, exactly, right. Buzz Lightyear. Right.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear.
Right. Yeah, he's the vocalist, right?
Yeah, the Melvins.
Yeah. Just coming in. The way, I don't know, I was thinking about it and I was trying to be like deep in the shower. Buzz Osborne is his name. Buzz Aldrin was the astronaut.
He's an astronaut.
Yeah.
I know that.
All right, sick. I just needed to clarify, but yeah, resident electrified lightning victim Buzz Osborne comes in with just some sick fucking vocals, dude. It does not disappoint. I was a big fan of this. This is what I was gonna say. I was trying to get all deep and shit in the shower, and I'm like, this song sounds like a bear in the woods on the hunt, like fucking. That's the Imperial Death March, is the imperialness of nature and the hierarchy, and you can't stop the bear. You can't stop Napalm Death. You can't stop the Melvins. And then I decided that I wouldn't, but I guess I did anyways. So that's how I'll describe the song. It's like a bear in the woods on the hunt.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was good. You pretty much took the words out of my mouth. It's like, it's pretty slow. It's a slow burn. It's sludgy. Yeah, I think it's good. I'm excited for the whole thing to come out for sure.
Hell yeah.
Love the artwork.
Yeah, right. It really hits you.
It does. It's like, it's just very colorful in general.
Right.
But yeah, I can't wait for the whole thing to come out.
Me neither. And I'm assuming we'll have vinyl releases. I haven't seen anything with.
I'm sure there will be a vinyl release.
Oh yeah.
Both those bands are definitely known for their vinyl work.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm just gonna look that up real quick. They've got a Revolver mag. It's just a black vinyl. That's kind of boring, honestly. Yeah. I need something cooler. Yeah, we'll look it up and then maybe we do a Merch Madness sometime. But right now we'll leave the mystery. But speaking of vinyls, real quick, you sent me that video from
Jacob Bannon?
Yeah, Jacob Bannon. Yeah, from Converge. And looks like they're shipping, dude. I'm so excited. Yeah, should show up anytime now, dude. Excited for it, but also sad because I found out that they had a whole different color style, the Laguna Sunrise, and I only found pictures of it in small thumbnails because it's been sold out on the website, I'm sure, the whole time. But I got to see the Fallen Angel one and once again dream about it now because I'm not going to be able to get it. But the Techno Killer is in the post for me, and it will be mine. Will be mine very soon. I'm so excited. So thank you for that. You made my day, bro.
Hell yeah.
Sick. Let's see. I'm not going to get too off track. This is what I was talking about earlier. We got an album release on March 6th. Now, if we all take a look at the calendar, we'll notice that would have been released before we even recorded our last episode. So we should have talked about it last week, but that's fine. It's cool. Whatever. We're going to talk about it today. We got the album release. It's been 2 years since we got an album from these guys. Era. They have dropped their album Silence Outlives the Earth. And boy howdy. So between the two of us, we were just talking about this. You have no idea who they are. You didn't listen to them. You don't listen to them. I want you to, man. I really want you to, because they're pretty good. They give me like, let's see, a little Wage War, a little Volumes.
Yep.
Little what is it? After the Burial. Like a Wolf Amongst Ravens vibes, you know what I mean? They just fucking rule, and I only discovered these guys through random songs on my playlist over the years. You know, they just keep popping up. I'm like, oh, fuck, who's this? They're the one band I found like that way, I guess. I don't know. Most other things I'm just recommended or whatever, through friends. Anyways, Yeah, full album. It is an 11-track release. Some of my favorite songs on it. Stelliform starts us off. It's powerful. It's chuggy. They've got some growls. They've got some clean vocals. It's all great things that we love in kind of proggy, genty metalcore. They've got pinks and blues and flashy lights going on in their videos. Cicada Siren. I love the name. I love the track. Spiral of Liminal Infinity was also pretty good. But they're all great tracks. So if you don't know Era, you should. If you do know them, enjoy the new album, just like I will be. So
I've listened to a little bit of the album so far.
Mhm.
And I must say the last 3 tracks of the album, I'm a sucker for a multi-part song.
Right.
And the first one, The Many Names of God, starts off pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Pretty heavy. But yeah, I liked Stelliform start off the album. It's pretty good. I did these guys, this songs off of this album showed up in my radio over the weekend when I was putting stuff together for this episode. So I'm not like completely out of the blue here, but
right.
I'm just not super familiar with them. Seems pretty good.
Yeah. They're awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna give this album a couple more listens. So but yeah, check them out. This will be my last track before I let Ryan take over. It's so weird, dude. Usually I'm finishing this off, but I'm sorry. Do you like this next band we're about to talk about? Are you pretty into them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool. I felt bad for a second because I thought you were, but that's fine. Now I don't feel so bad. We got another single from Bill Murray, previous Attack Attack vocalist Johnny Frank, I think, featuring A Day to Remember, Jeremy McKinnon specifically, and I'm assuming some other guys. Neil was in the video, but it's a song called Always Let You Down. This song goes super hard. He's underselling it. I hope, and especially, I hope that the rest of the album, I don't know, just kind of sticks with this. I've always been worried. Some of the other Bill Murray tracks I've heard in the past with his voice, like he's kind of twangy. Sounds a little like country rock.
He's got some country feels to it.
Exactly, you know, and it worries me because I've always been the guy when someone asks, like, oh, what do you listen to? I'm like, oh, everything but country. Don't do that to me, Bill Murray. But like I said, the album's going to come out on April 10th, so we've got that coming up soon. We will get to review it then. There was an accompanying video with it. I don't know if you got to see it, but not only was Jeremy and Neil from A Day to Remember in this video, but one of my favorite content creators, Caleb Francis, was also in this video. I'm sure you've seen some of his videos, Ryan. I'll have to send you some of my favorites later, but I've been watching his shit for like the last couple years. He's hilarious. He portrayed the announcer in the middle. He was the big, like, did you watch the video at all?
I didn't. Is it this big buff guy?
The big buff guy. Yeah. Okay. That's Caleb Francis. He's fucking hilarious.
All right.
Yeah. Dude, watch the fucking video. It's awesome. And I do also have one more thing to say about this before I let you take over and tell us your little piece. Doesn't that chorus sound a little familiar?
Dude, it's funny that you bring that up because I was going to say something about that.
Do you know what song I'm thinking of it sounds like? I want you to go.
I couldn't put my nose
All right. I don't know if you're going to hate this. Maybe. I want you to go to look up the album All the Right Reasons for me right now.
By Nickelback?
By Nickelback. I want you to look up the song Savin' Me by Nickelback. Listen to the chorus. Listen to the rhythm of that chorus, and have your mind fucking blown, dude. Dude, I was doing like rhythm math. I'm like, okay, hold on. There's like a couple less syllables, but like it took me 4 seconds to. I was like, I know this one. First listen through, I had it, dude. That's
exactly what it is.
I know. It's crazy. I'm not mad about that, though. It is kind of like almost a shot-for-shot remake of the chorus.
You are a Nickelback guy.
I'm mid-key, kind of a Nickelback guy, and I figured it out, bro. The chorus is just saving me, but we get 2 cool guys instead of like 4 not really so cool guys. You know what I mean? So,
well, that pisses me off, and because of that,
do another one. I'm so jelly right now, dude. Or maybe I'm just an alcoholic because I keep seeing you rip these Malort shots. I'm like, man, I want one. You know, give me a bottle.
No, that one hits.
Right.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Put some hair on your nuts for sure.
There you go. Just like Jeremy, dude. Huge balls.
Yeah, dude. Huge nuts. But yeah,
otherwise, what did you think of the track otherwise?
I have not been a Bill Murray fan.
Okay.
And that's not saying much because I haven't really like listened to a lot of his stuff. Which I'm seeing, I mean, it looks like he's got quite a bit of music out. So I could be wrong, but I just started listening to his stuff recently. Last year, and the handful of singles that we've gotten leading up to whatever's coming here, I have not enjoyed. This one, I did enjoy.
Yeah.
This one is definitely catchier, doesn't have any of that like country twang like you were talking about.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. Yeah, Jeremy coming in and throwing down some heavy vocals. Super good. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what to think about this because I've got, a track from this upcoming album that I didn't like, and then I got a track that I did like. So
right.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. I think we've gotten no, we don't really have anything out.
Well,
we've gotten 4 singles so far. More Than Hate.
Yeah.
Hard to Tell.
Right.
And I think Hard to Tell was the first one we brought up.
Yeah, Hard to Tell and More Than Hate don't have that same cover.
But it is the bore. Right. It's a bore, so it's leading up,
Yeah, that could be. So if that's the case, then I've liked less than
all right.
Than I do.
Damn.
So
all right.
That's not a good.
Math's not mathing for you, right?
No, not leading up.
Yeah, right.
However, this next shit I did like.
I figured you would. That's That's why I didn't take that one from you. All right. I was like, dude, he'll never forgive me if I take this from him, and I didn't because I'm a good friend.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Of course.
I wish I had a prop to bring in for this, but we got a new track by Big Ass Truck, and that track is called "Pushed Beyond the Brink." The band apparently drew inspiration from the 2005 Killdozer incident in Colorado, in which Marvin John Heemeyer used a heavily armored bulldozer to demolish multiple buildings before taking his own life. The band shared the following. We're super stoked for this track. This idea has been in the tank for a while, and we're all very excited to finally bring it to fruition. The Killdozer is a legendary vehicle / event, and I'd like to think we did it justice in showing how maniacal that whole situation was / is. We're hoping this track can resonate with anyone else who feels life is just punching down on you every day.
Right. Fuck. Oh! Yeah.
But yeah, the prop that I was talking about is our good buddy Kyle from Soothsayer Hot Sauce. just visited us this week, and he
did,
brought
yes.
us a bottle of their big ass sauce in collaboration with Big Ass Truck. And it's very tasty. Thank you,
Yes.
Kyle. We are enjoying
We
the
appreciate you.
sauce
Yes.
plentifully with
Very
our
much
smoked
so.
chicken quesadillas that we eat.
Yes. Hell yeah.
But yeah, the track, fucking awesome. Of course.
Yeah. I just love the story behind it. I mean, it's a good track, don't get me wrong, but when I saw that and I saw the word Killdozer on there and then saw their single fucking cover that they put out for it,
yeah,
dude,
the artwork
it's
for it.
so hard, bro. I'm thinking Big Ass Truck is like now my Kubla Khan. You know, I know you love those guys, but that's who they're gonna be for me. You know what I mean? It's got a great sound.
Well, as long as you can step outside the box and listen to more music, that's a better option than Kubla Khan.
Okay.
You will get made fun of less than I will.
Okay, for being a Big Ass Truck guy.
Yeah, Big Ass Truck's way more respectable than Kubla Khan.
Yeah, right. All right.
Just saying.
Sick. All right. Glad I have that going for me.
I like both, so
yeah. Nice.
Tis what tis.
Right.
But yeah, I thought the track was good. What'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. It's like I said, it's fucking hard. Like it's fast. It doesn't make me angry, but it just, you know what I mean, makes you want to punch a wall or something, you know, like fucking start karate chopping boards, like, you know, kicking fucking branches, you know, just kicking shit, you know, just going,
dude.
Just, like you said, getting maniacal, bro.
You want to go out in the garage and kick some shit?
Yeah, do some karate. Yeah, I would love to. That would be great. Yeah, it just fills me with like, I'm gonna say it like this, and I hope like whatever. It just fills me with aggressive energy, but I don't want to like hurt people per se.
You just want to hurt yourself.
But I just want to, you know what I mean? I want to get destructive a little bit. Like I want to put a baseball bat to like some concrete blocks or something, dude. Like a sledgehammer or something. Or just fucking break down a building, dude, with my own two hands. Like that's what I get out of this song. It's awesome.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, yeah, go check out the new track by fucking Big Ass Truck. We also got another track that I was excited about. Didn't know that this was coming. It just dropped, and I was pretty happy about that. And that is the song Pinch by Drug Church. Yeah, this one, I think it came out of the middle of nowhere. I didn't see a tease for it anywhere. I didn't see any articles about it. I didn't see the band, you know, teasing for it up until the drop. So I don't know where it came from, but I was excited about it because I dig these guys a lot. I don't believe anything else came out with this. I think it's just the track. Did you listen to it at all?
I did listen to it, and I can see why you like it. This is definitely up your alley. I don't think it's bad, but it didn't excite me. It didn't titillate me completely. Whoa. So, exactly right. I'm not cutting diamonds to Drug Church, dude. Get it out of here. But yeah, it's not bad. Like they're, you know, a talented group of individuals, and they got a good sound.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I've used this phrase in the past. Like, if this popped on my playlist, I wouldn't skip it. You know, I don't hate it, but I'm not going out of my way to look up Drug Church. You know what I mean? Maybe I just haven't given them a good enough chance. Maybe you need to keep telling me to listen to Drug Church, and then eventually I might break, but maybe not. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's super necessary. I can see you not being into them. They kind of fit in with that like group of like fucking, why can't I think of anything right now? They're like that like military gun,
right?
Like
it's like hardcore pop punk. That's what it sounds like to me.
Dust.
Like it kind of it bounces, but it's It's aggressive, you know?
It's very Angel Dusty in my opinion. They are like two birds of a feather, but yeah, I could definitely see it not being up your alley.
Yeah. But hey, if it's up your alley, listeners, check them out. Drug Church's got a new track.
Yeah. This one was a big one. We got an album drop. I was excited about this.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about it plenty of times leading up to this, but we finally got the drop of Into Oblivion by Lamb of God, which is great. I don't think anybody is surprised whatsoever because these guys just fucking shit gold. They're a masterpiece.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So this dropped on Friday.
Yeah.
By the time I woke up, I knew Friday morning. As soon as I opened up my eyes, I was like, Lamb of God Day.
Yes. Right.
And
I can imagine that. Yeah, Lamb of God. Yeah. Today's gonna be such a good day.
Yeah, dude. Right. Fucking spreading avocado on my toast, fucking listening to Lamb of God.
Right.
But yeah, I was a little disappointed by the fact that the first 3 tracks on the album were singles.
Right.
Because I don't know, the first time that I listened to an album, I want to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Start to finish, the way that it was intended to be listened to.
Right.
And it was just boring to listen to 3 songs that I've been listening to the fuck out of.
You got to drag through and you're like, fuck, man, I know, I get it. Next song. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that.
But I didn't. I listened to them. But it sucks because it took like fucking 10 minutes to get to the first new track for me. But then it didn't disappoint by any means.
Yeah, I was very excited. I'm not gonna say I was so excited. Like I love Lamb of God, but I'm not gonna bust a nut over him, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe I should have on this album because it was fucking awesome. Bully was one of my favorite songs near the end. St. Catherine's Wheel. I kind of liked the second half a little bit more. Maybe it's because I'd already heard most of the first half already, kind of like what you were saying. But yeah, it was solid all the way through. Did not disappoint. Plus, the cover, the album art definitely correlates to our St. Paddy's Day. A little green and some white in the center. You know what I mean? It couldn't have happened any better. So
I do like this color combination.
Yeah. The line that got me with Bully specifically was when you just kind of hear Randy like near the end of the song, like not necessarily like a front and center vocal. In the lyrics, like on the song, it's in parentheses, so it's like kind of a backing vocal, but he says the third time's a fucking charm. And I was like, whoa, like that was so hard, dude. Yeah, it was awesome.
Hit that shit hard.
I know.
He fucking meant that.
Exactly. So, yeah, great album.
Yeah, I will note that this album is the first album to not feature the signature Lamb of God logo.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, and I found out why. I don't know. Did we talk about it? I don't know if we talked about it.
We talked about the fact that on the singles that it didn't have it on there. But we never talked about a specific reason why. We just noticed that
why. Oh,
that's
awesome
that it happened.
Well, I know that we talked about at one point. We talked about me watching the Hard Lore episode with Randy Blythe.
Yeah, right.
He talks about that, and he said, I don't know why it's taken the band this long, considering that he felt this way about it. But Randy said that the original logo looked like a falafel restaurant menu font.
Okay.
Which is pretty funny and not completely wrong.
Exactly.
I do have to say I at least like the fact that at least their old logo kind of like kept some consistency throughout the albums.
Right.
This logo, I'm sorry guys, it doesn't quite hit.
I like the old
I
one
think it's
better.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine, but you're not using that. I hope you're not using that logo over and over.
Exactly.
Because it's pretty boring.
Yeah. Just saying.
But,
26 years. I don't know. Did they have? I don't even think they had like a. Hold on. Yeah, they didn't even have a name on Burn the Priest. But then New American Gospel came out, and they that's when they started it. So yeah, 26 years at least. Yeah, why did it take you so long? What the fuck? Like,
yeah.
come on, guys.
So, well, I mean, Randy wasn't sober yet. Now he's sober. He's seeing things.
He's like,
clearly.
oh fuck, right? Yeah,
he's
that
like,
was
why
me.
didn't anyone tell me this?
The
was
whole
stupid?
month in January. Oh, that's how that I was doing that. What the fuck? But now I'm right back up to my bullshit, dude. Come on. Hopefully you stay sober though. If that's what you need, Randy, do it, dude. I celebrate that for you. But yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Well, moving on. We got we've covered this in the past, so I felt like I had to bring it up. But we got the EP drop finally of A Sinner's Child by Witchcraft. I know we talked about both being fans of this band, but as of recently, they've gone off into a weird route. I think there was an EP or an album before this that was all acoustic, and then this one is also more on the acoustic side, but features some backing instruments a little bit.
Yeah.
It is very, very acousticy and folky.
I'm gonna use this word to describe what we're talking about. Yeah, A Sinner's Child. Snooze fest, bro. I'm sorry, but this EP bored the fuck out of me. If you like Witchcraft, great. If you like old Witchcraft, it ain't the same, Chief. Yeah, it's real acousticy. Now, I will say this. Yes, I think when I listened to it the first time, I have not given it another full listen through right now. I feel like if I'm inebriated enough and in the right mindset, I would like it. But I was not when I first listened to it, and that was the word that came up in my mind. I'm sorry, I guess.
Yeah.
But that wasn't very Riff Report of you to put this on here, bro. That's all I'm saying.
So, sorry, bro. It's Witchcraft. I had to put it on here.
That's fine. But yeah. If you like foreign acoustic music, this is perfect for y'all. I'm just not that guy.
I will say the fourth track, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but that one was closer to the older style than the rest of them. It's still not quite as powerful, but it is at least a little drony.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah. Now, yeah, let me agree with you on that. There was that song. Hold on. Dromin wasn't bad. The first song on the EP, that one I could get into that one for sure. Like you said, they hit some drone. You know, it gave me like I said, you know, kind of where are these guys from?
I think they're Swedish.
Okay. Yeah, it gave me like Swedish Corrosion, like their blues fuzz drone kind of shit. Yeah. I like that one. I like that first track, and then that fourth track that, like I said, we're not gonna try and Skjalling Resser Sig, dude. Sure. I think that means grab a fridge sig.
I think it does.
I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark.
If I had to guess, I'd say it does.
It's right there, bro. Come on, context clues. That one wasn't bad either, but yeah, the Sinner's Child, the song itself just bored me. Darker Days, I think I kind of scrubbed through it a little bit. And I hate shitting on music, but like I don't know what the fuck they were thinking on this. Like, especially on Darker Days, there was just there's not a lot, but there is so much going on in the song. It just kind of jumps and, does weird stuff. And I don't know. I feel like I need to get in my sun robe, and kind of stand on a grassy knoll in the darkness and you know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Yeah. What are you going to do? They can't all be winners, right?
Exactly. Or
we
in the
can't
words
love everything.
in the words of Primus, they can't all be zingers. And that's fine. So,
the next thing that I have to bring up might all be zingers. I don't know. That is the album drop Somewhere in Between by Unity TX.
Unity. Pow. Right.
Yeah, this one fucking rap metal group, whatever you want to call them, hip hop, deathcore, any combination of those things.
Right.
We talked about them. What was it, last week or 2 weeks ago?
I feel like it was a couple weeks ago.
I think it might have been a couple weeks ago. We had a song drop leading up to the album drop here. I will admit I'm not the biggest fan of this band, but I'm getting more into them as I listen to this album because it is pretty good. It definitely, I think I enjoy the fact that this melds better than a lot of hip hop and metal does. This stuff being like pretty fucking heavy and like nasty, I think goes well with the hip hop vibes.
Right.
We got the only feature we got on this album was by House of Protection, which I dig.
Yeah.
That track is really good, actually. Yeah, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I like that all the songs are in caps.
I like that too. That's how I write.
Yep.
A page right out of my book.
Yeah. What'd you think of the album? Any tracks stand out?
Only have half of an opinion on the album because it got to Ready to Die Part 2 and I started to fizzle out on my love for it. Like the first half I thoroughly enjoyed, but then I started really absorbing it, and the word horrorcore came up in my mind and I cringed a little bit. It's the lyrics in a lot of the songs in the album, but in that one specifically, if you need to talk to somebody, but I just kind of feel how do I describe it? There's references to like suicide and stuff, and I'm not like a weenie and I'm like, oh my god, I can't listen to it, it's evil, like come on. But I don't personally like bands that really lean into that. Like I said, horror core, some of those. How do I describe it? Some of those talking points, like I feel like they're doing it for shock value. Maybe these guys aren't. Maybe he's actually trying to bring out awareness and stuff like that. Right. I haven't seen anything like that. It just kind of feels like that's what they lean into, and I'm just not a huge fan of that. So, but hey, if they are bringing awareness, great. You know what I mean? But after that point, I was like, I'm gonna try and give it another solid listen through just to respect the music and the musicianship, and kind of see what he's trying to say in it. But like you said, the music was awesome. We've both brought up hip hop tracks in the past for our songs of the week. We're obviously both, kind of that hip hop, metal, whatever, fans. So yeah, it's cool. I respect that, especially in this. I can say I do love that part of it. So
for sure. Oh yeah. Well, last thing that I have to bring up before we get into some other shit is we got another track drop by Koyo. And that song is called What I'm Worth. The Long Island metalcore hardcore band has premiered a video with the track. And the song will appear on their upcoming sophomore album entitled Barely Here, which is coming out May 8th on Pure Noise Records.
Hell yeah.
This one for me was not as favorable as the first track that we got, Irreversible. That one really got me. I enjoyed that track a lot. Still listen to it on a regular basis because of how catchy it is. This one was just, it's good, but I can see why it was dropped second.
Oh yeah.
Just not as catchy.
I did listen to this, and I did
get to listen to it.
I didn't get to see the video. I'm trying to look it up right now.
I also don't think I saw the video.
Okay. I kind of really enjoyed it. I was just trying to look up. I saw. So we've only talked about Koyo a couple times. They're not super prevalent, I feel like, in the scene, but allegedly they're described as a super group, and that surprised me. I can kind of see it. But the bands that were listed, yeah, See You Space Cowboy. I've seen them before. I don't know typecast. It's a weird way to spell it, but yeah, I don't know. And I ended up going not necessarily on a rabbit hole, but noticed some of the bands attached, some of the bands they played with, and how just they're described. And I was like, yeah, I can kind of see it, but having that kind of like emo, pop punk, hardcore feel, it brings a little edge, but with like a lighter overtone, and I don't dislike that. Now, on their Wikipedia page, they're described as being compared to other Long Island emo, pop punk, melodic hardcore, such as Taking Back Sunday. I don't agree with that. And then this other band, The Movie Life.
Yeah, I can. I mean, if you were to look through a very generic lens,
Yeah,
I guess you could. I guess I could see how this could be compared to fucking Take It Back Sunday, but very loosely.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. I'm super big into Taking Back Sunday, so like, I'm not saying I know them front to back, but I know, I don't know. I've listened to a lot of their music, and I'm like, I don't fucking hear it. Like, Taking Back Sunday's way better, but Koyo's pretty good, and I'm looking forward to see what else they do. We had May 8th. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll see what they do with the whole album in May. Now, I will say before we transition over to the next little segment, maybe we start doing this. I just had a little thought about it, but voting on our favorite tracks of the week. Throwing it out there and letting some of the listeners vote as well, see if we're wrong or right or what else they liked.
Whoa, all right.
Yeah, great idea. See, I'm spinning the gears live, but my vote, if we're gonna do that, was on the Bill Murray track. That was my favorite release for the week.
All right.
What was your favorite?
You would think that it would be off of the Lamb of God album, and I wish it was, but I'm going with fucking Big Ass Truck, baby.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's sick, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
I enjoyed that track a lot. So I guess here's where you guys can tell us what was your favorite track of all these.
Yeah.
Or the game that I like to play the most is, what was your least favorite track?
I don't want to think too hard about that this week. Maybe we'll switch it up and do that. Exactly. We'll do that next week.
I'm not going there.
That's fine.
We gotta stay cordial
exactly
for the future. But you guys,
hell yeah.
Who cares?
Fuck it up, guys.
Tell me what you think.
Fuck us up. Alrighty. Now we've got our releases for the week and technically also almost 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and move into artist news. Maybe I do a swishy fucking like karate edit into the video this week for that. But yeah, artist news is just a little more general stuff, not really tracks or anything. Maybe some things like videos or live performances. We'll talk about that stuff. But we're gonna tell you about
cool shit.
What's kind of going on. What's happening in the metal punk alternative world. We are starting off with a update, whatever, health update, we'll say, from former Dead Kennedys and punk rock fucking legend. You typed Icon. I'm going a step further, dude. He's a legend. I love Jello. But Jello Biafra from Dead Kennedys has apparently suffered a hemorrhagic, hemorrhagey stroke caused by
Are you having a stroke?
Right. Is that? Do you smell the burnt toast through the microphone? Because I do.
No, that's your brain.
Uh-oh. It's half my brain. Yeah, caused by high blood pressure this past Saturday, March. Not technically this past Saturday, but a Saturday before. On March 7th. Biafra is currently hospitalized but stable. And maybe by now, he's
Hopefully
out. You know. But yeah, he suffered from that. A quote from him: "I hopped out of my bed because I needed to pee, and my left leg just collapsed under me, and I fell to the floor. I couldn't even break the fall with my left arm because that wasn't working either. I tried to hop back up again and couldn't. I realized I had fallen and I can't get up. Life alert, please."
He didn't have it, dude. I'm sure.
Right. He's punk, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, it was at this point I thought, oh shit, I'm having a stroke. I still have a lot of great stuff in me. But right now I have a lot of rehabbing to do. Yeah, I just looked up to see if there's any updates by now. I'm not.
Probably not much.
2 days ago. Let's see. I'm not really seeing much. But yeah, he might still be in the hospital. I mean, strokes are serious, y'all.
Yeah.
Check your blood pressure. Check your brain.
Dude.
But yeah, it was sad to see. But at least the worst didn't happen. He's in the hospital. He's stabilized. He's recovering. He's got a lot of great stuff. He's gonna rehab. He's gonna get out of there hopefully soon.
Yeah.
To fucking make fun of his old band for booking themselves at a Republican Trump supporting punk rock festival. Those dummies. Way to go, guys. Yeah. Let's see. We were just talking about these guys earlier. New album and hey, new low cost pop-up show in Philly with Lamb of God. They will be performing at the Theater of Living Arts. That already happened. Sorry. On the 15th, they played a low-cost pop-up show in Philly. They had performed at the Theater of Living Arts on Sunday. Tickets were priced. Fucking me up, Ryan. What the fuck?
Sorry.
They were priced at $15, which is super low cost, super affordable. Fit for an autopsy. I guess I am having a stroke. Sorry, guys. Call the hospital. Fit for an Autopsy joined them as openers, and I'm sure it was great. I didn't see any videos from it. I don't know if they released any, but hey, hopefully more bands do this in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, I just thought it was cool that they fucking $15 to go see fucking Lamb of God and Fit for an Autopsy, dude. I would shit. That's like fucking It's like back when I first started going to shows pricing right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, next up, something kind of funny happened this past week, this past weekend.
Yeah.
I did see plenty of clips of this one.
Hell yeah.
But Jonathan Davis, the fucking vocal and beatbox legend from fucking Korn, has been named the Grand Marshal for this past weekend's Pennzoil 400 NASCAR race at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Hell yeah.
The race went down Sunday, which is yesterday. Today, by the time you're listening to this, who cares?
Several days prior, right? Couple two trees.
But yeah, there was some funny clips that I'm sure if your algorithm allows you, you've probably seen this clip already, but if not, go take a look at it. It's pretty funny. But it shows the Korn frontman taking a lap ahead of the rest of the cars, and fucking Davis is seen counting down the race, he starts with his iconic "Are you ready?"
Hell yeah. Nice.
Which was just great, and did not hit nearly as hard as he thought it was going to, which was even funnier.
He probably scared everybody, dude. Do you think anybody who watches NASCAR listens to Korn?
Yes, I do.
All right, that's fine.
Korn's not that hard, bro.
All right.
They're kind of hard, but they're not that hard.
Right.
But
they give you the illusion of maybe like 20 years ago, but
yeah. The cool part is I'm sure this is why this whole thing linked up, but the car that Jonathan was driving in this clip features the logo from Sick New World Festival.
Sick.
So obviously some marketing going on here.
Had to plug it in when it could.
I don't know who's on Sick New World, but I'm gonna take a detour right now.
I thought you were gonna say Dookie, bro.
I'm gonna take a Dookie right now.
Right.
It looks like System of a Down and Korn are headlining Sick New World this year.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, looks like a pretty good lineup. We got Bring Me the Horizon, Under Oath, Ministry, AFI, Wage War, Marilyn Manson, Knocked Loose, so on and so forth. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of really good bands on here.
Oh yeah.
So
we could spend literally all night talking about it. Like this is a sick lineup.
Yeah. It is not as white trashy as I was imagining it would be. But I see the NASCAR crowd being similar to here in Southwest Michigan. We have a motocross track named Redbud.
Yeah, right.
What is it? Is it Memorial Day weekend that happens?
I feel like it's 4th of July weekend.
Could be 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, I think it's like either that weekend
it's
or it's the weekend before. It's either because I know when we go to Bridgman for the fireworks, everyone would just be so stoked about Redbud, and that we ended up starting a chant, and I feel like it's super caught on with everybody just everywhere in this area. Because when I don't know, I'll just be in a crowd and I'll just be like, Redbud. Exactly. Yep. Right. And everybody knows, dude.
Yep.
So it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but that I went to it one year because I was working as a vendor there.
Nice.
I would pay to go, but dude, tickets are outrageous.
I believe it.
But yeah, I was there one year. And the vendors had to like park all the way in the back of the complex or whatever, and then walk up to the food trucks and shit.
That sucks.
And as I'm walking through the parking lots or whatever. There's all the like camping areas and shit like that, and just like sleeveless dudes blaring Limp Bizkit and drinking Four Loko.
Pit Vipers, dude. The fucking Pennzoil hats, STP, but not the band. Right. Oh, yeah. Fox. I'm sure you saw more than enough of. I'm going to say this. I used to live at the trailer park that was right up the road from the entrance. I refuse to spend money to go to Redbud. I used to. Maybe I change it up a little bit now because I don't live there anymore. But that weekend when that was going on, it would take me like an hour just to get home. And I'm like, I'm not even a part of this. What the fuck? Dude, it sucked. So, yeah. Nope. For a long time, I refused to spend money.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I envision here is that crowd.
Yeah.
Cheering on Jonathan Davis at the NASCAR race.
I'll give you that one. That's super fair.
Yeah. Fucking anyways, moving on. We don't have to talk about Jonathan Davis or rednecks anymore. Next up, this one was kind of weird. The infamous riff from Slayer's Raining Blood was sampled as a part of the new Hollywood Undead track titled One by One. A music video for the track was posted. The band commented, "This song is about resilience. People are always going to try and doubt you or bring you down. But the point is getting back up every time and reminding them you're still here and you can't be replaced."
Go fuck yourself, Hollywood Undead. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I don't care. I just think it's absolutely hilarious that these are the guys who put that out. Like, I'm still gonna make fun of you, Hollywood Undead. I'm gonna make fun of every single one of your fans. And if you're listening to this and you love Hollywood Undead, ew, dude, change that now.
I'm here with you, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't stand it. You know what I mean? This is the other side. You're talking about rednecks. You're talking about sleeveless dudes. We talk about pit vipers. You know, all that. This is that other side. This is another fringe fan base.
These are the people being bullied by the people you just talked about.
Exactly. Right. Now, there was like one song that I liked by Hollywood Undead when I was like a freshman in high school. That's when I feel like it's appropriate to like Hollywood Undead. But the moment you're a sophomore or literally any older than like 15 and outside, you didn't just discover, you're out of just discovering metal, whatever you would consider Hollywood Undead, you know? They're edgy. They're, oh my God, my parents are going to be so pissed. Charlie 40 Hands, bro. Like, whoa. Knock that shit off. Grow up.
Get out of here.
Exactly. If you're 30 years old and you still like Hollywood Undead, stop it. Get some help. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I listened to a little clip of the song just to hear the fucking sample.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I wish they wouldn't have done that.
Right. How dare they?
Let's be honest though, it is the dopest riff of all time.
Yeah, I can agree with that. One of my favorite, not necessarily renditions or use of the riff, but I got to see because I did not see Slayer at Louder Than Life a couple years ago. Body Count did a cover of Raining Blood, and they started their set with that, and holy shit. Kat had to literally leave the set because it was too heavy. It was too loud and too heavy. She's like, the bass is making me nauseous. Not in a bad way. I need to go to the bathroom, and I'm taking a break. I was like, that's fine. I just stayed there.
She's like, I don't hate it. I just need to go throw up somewhere.
You know what I mean? It was that heavy. All right. So,
Hell yeah.
Sick.
I love that.
Nice. All right. I'm going to take over for a couple of points, if you don't mind. We got a, who would have guessed it? Another audio tree feature that we're going to talk about. The band featured this time around was Currents. We don't talk about them a whole lot here on the Riff Report, but
I don't think they've put out anything.
I don't think so either. Yeah, they were featured on Audio Tree recently. They visited back in August, and hey, they finally got the editing and everything done. So they have shown that off. I'm gonna be real. I didn't watch it, but I'd love to because I love Audio Tree. Dude, I've been slacking on these Audio Tree releases. Like, I think it's just because of how picky I am, and a lot of these aren't bands that are like ringing bells in my head. I'm like, oh, I gotta see that. You know what I mean? I watched Under Oath. I watched Converge. I watched North Lane. I got my favorites out, but I should be giving more bands a chance. So if you like Audio Tree, and if we've beaten that into your head enough, listeners, check out Current's set on there. Did you?
I did watch this.
Of course you did. Right.
I actually I genuinely enjoy these Audio Tree performances. I find myself I'm not really a giant TV kind of guy. Like, I don't really care for just sitting down and watching a show.
Right.
Unless it's something that really captivates me or whatever, or Brittany and I as a couple will watch. We like to watch competition shows or
right.
Contest shows of some sorts.
Yeah.
So we watch a lot of that shit, but that's stuff that you kind of have to watch in real time where I'm not gonna watch that myself. So I find myself for the most part watching a lot of either documentary type stuff, or interview type stuff, or live performances like this. So yeah, I did check out this set, and I'm not a Currents guy by any means. I have never really listened to the band, and looking at their album list here on Tidal, I don't recognize any of it. None of the album art, none of the songs, nothing. So I was going in pretty blind, but I liked it. I thought they did a pretty good job. And actually I'm listening to the audio version right now on Tidal. That is the other part that I think is pretty cool about these Audio Tree sets is that I like that they drop them on YouTube and then they drop them on streaming services as well. So
right.
That part's super cool.
Hell
because I wish they would fucking do that with NPR Tiny Desk, dude.
That would be sweet. Yeah. But no, you got to sit there and watch the whole thing. Okay. I am listening to this. They sounded familiar. Yeah, well, okay. So I've I've known of Currents. I've seen that as a band on playlists, on streaming, whatever. I fucking love these guys, and it's so surprising I didn't watch this. Their most recent album, The Death We Seek, almost every single song has popped on my playlist, and I've listened to about 4 of them by now, and I immediately recognize them. The Death We Seek is awesome. Let's see, Over and Over, Gone Astray. These guys fucking rule, and it breaks my heart that I'm not giving them the just desserts that they deserve. I will definitely be popping this on later when I'm editing these videos for your viewing pleasure. These guys fucking rule.
Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah. Well, go check that out. And in the meantime, Tyler's got another story for you, and I'm going to take a little pee-pee.
Oh, sick. All right. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey. So we got some news from the Callous Cowboys, another great band that Soothsayer Kyle, has linked up with. I don't remember the name of the sauce, but it's like lemon pepper, and oh my god, is it fucking delicious. Check it out. Order online now. But Carson Pace, the frontman, has linked up with a former Vatican guitarist, Tom Lovejoy, in a new project dubbed Judas Contract, full of frankincense and myrrh. The project will be a full band, which includes a synth player and ex-Synovial. I've never heard of those guys. Drummer, Ross Robbins. Pace and Lovejoy have shared now deleted clips, unfortunately, from in the studio, working on the debut of full length, which is stated, allegedly, to be released this year. So, if you like the Cowboys, if you like Vatican, you'll probably like this. We'll see.
To answer your question though, Tyler, by the way, I'm back.
Okay.
The name of that sauce is called Lemon.
Oh, just lemon.
Which is an homage to the Cowboys track Lemon off of their 2004 or 2005 album, I Don't Want to See You in Heaven.
The Cowboys have been around for that long?
What did I just say?
You said... Hold on.
I said the wrong thing. I meant 2025.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I said.
I think you said like 2004, 2005. I'm like, say what?
Oh.
Okay. Heard.
Yeah, no,
that makes sense.
I think the Malort's kicking in. But
I know it's kicking in.
But yeah, that sauce is really good.
Hell yeah.
And also, I love the Cowboys, and I'm excited to check out this new project.
Yeah.
I think in general, the Cowboys are pretty fucking awesome, but their front man is very versatile and might be my favorite part of the whole project. So this is awesome.
Oh yeah. They have a great energy. I saw them one time, and this was not the first time I had heard of them, but this is the first time I got to like be there and listen to them. And the music, it's going to be in that camp, you know. It's not something I would go out and search for, but like I would definitely go and see them live again. This was at the Chiodos Hawthorne Heights show that I went to, which had the most insane lineup. The Cowboys, Muir, Hawthorne Heights, and Chiodos. What were those fucking promoters smoking, dude? That's an insane lineup. I wouldn't have expected most of those bands to be together at all, but it was a great time. It was cool. And yeah, out of I'm gonna say they had the most energy. Amir was a little bit. They had good energy. Whatever. Hawthorne Heights was the most powerful set of the night, and then Chiodos, I'm just gonna kind of forget about because Craig Owens is a bitch. But Cowboys were great, so we'll see what else they put out.
Got it.
Yeah, you heard it live here, Craig Owens. You're from Michigan too, and you disappoint me. You little pretty boy, sing-songy guy. Come on, thinking you can steal all the girls from us because you sing pretty? Go fuck yourself.
Damn, dude. That's serious.
That's the gin talking.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, take it away before
I
fucking get us canceled.
Yeah, you're gonna get us canceled for sure. If your fucking Irish accent at the beginning of the episode didn't do it for us, that would have, right? Will. Next up, we got some news that American football, the Midwest emo band that I'm so fond of, and Tyler gives no fucks about.
I don't.
They have enlisted Turnstile vocalist Brennan Yates for a guest appearance on their new track, No Feeling, which will appear on their new album, getting ready to come out on May 1st. This is among many other features on the album, and I will say I'm pretty excited to hear what contributions he has to American football. I'm sure it'll be on the lighter side. I doubt he is going to incorporate any bit of hardcore into this track, but I'm sure it'll be a cool feature.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Next up, this one was pretty cool. I also watched this video, but there's a little YouTube series going around from Amoeba Records in Hollywood, California, called What's in My Bag. And I'm sure anybody out there, if you're on YouTube, you're into this kind of music, you've probably seen one of these before. They have many different types of artists of all different popularities, and Maynard James Keenan, vocalist of Tool, A Perfect Circle, and Pussifer, was featured on the most recent episode of the series. He digs into quite a bit of releases. Normally when you get one of these episodes, I would say I'm used to, I'd say maybe 4, 5, 6 albums. Maynard hits us with a whopping 13 albums, which is nuts. Yeah. However, I do enjoy the way that he goes about it. He doesn't really, for some of them, he gives specific albums, but for a lot of them, he's kind of just like, this band has to be talked about, and right. This is the album that I just picked up from this band. But he does go through like a little more of a broad history of the band itself. But right. I did write down the records that he chose because I thought they were pretty good. He talks about the Awakening by the Ahmad Jamal Trio, which is a jazz and I don't know, just a little more, it's jazzy. It's songwriter stuff, not as much singing stuff, but he talks about having influence from his father in this record. He then goes on to talk about Joni Mitchell a little bit, which I think he quotes his mom being an influence there. He brings up the album Birthing by Swans, which is their most recent album, as well as Goo by Sonic Youth.
Hell yeah.
Awesome album.
Love
Both
that.
Awesome albums. He talks about Devo and resonates about how artistic those guys are, being from Ohio, and how he can understand being from that area. He brings up the Pretenders. He talks about the first 2 7-inches by Minor Threat, which is just fucking great work. Loose Nut by Black Flag, great album. Under the Big Black Sun by X, love X. Straight Outta Compton by NWA, which is fucking, everybody knows that album's fucking legit as fuck.
Right.
The last album that he brought up, I laughed about pretty heavily actually. But he brings up V is for Versatile by Pussifer,
nice,
which is his own fucking band.
Right. Way to go, bud.
But this is a remix album. A remix from their album V is for Vagina, which I believe is their first album. But he talks about how he appreciates the remix work on the album, and that it just turned out really good. So at least he chose a remix of his own work. He wasn't just like, oh yeah, my favorite is Lateralis by fucking Tool.
Right. Yeah.
That's
that would
just be ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
But
totally within character. I feel I would definitely I can see that. Oh, you gotta listen to this album.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Right.
I laughed pretty heavily when he lifted up the album.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, then he shows off his Pee Wee Herman coffee mug.
Hell yeah.
Which I don't know if he got from Amoeba Records, but he was just showing it off.
Right.
And I thought that was pretty funny.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that the episode was pretty cool. I would go check it out. I think that Maynard can be a little bit pretentious from time to time, but also I feel like a lot of the things that he does are in a way of trying to bring realism back to life.
Yeah.
He just thinks people are ridiculous, and they are.
Right.
I think everyone could benefit from a little more simplicity in their life.
Yeah.
And not to take things so seriously, you know?
Right. Yeah, I can appreciate that of him. Like, one thing I like about Maynard is, you know, yeah, you mentioned the pretentiousness, but you always need one of those or a couple of those people in certain industries, you know, because especially now, like, everything's getting digitized, everything is being AI generated. Like, he seems like a guy that respects just the making of the art process itself, you know what I mean? And the lack of seriousness, like, we're born, we live, we die, like, in a grand scheme of things, it is that simple, you know. Not everything needs to be taken so seriously, you know. And I'm sure he's made more than enough money off of Tool, Pussifer, A Perfect Circle, you know, his winemaking, like everything that he does, you know. But he just seems like somebody who respects the craft still, you know. And I honestly do still love that about him. He's just a really down to earth kind of guy. That gets it, dude. He sees beyond the veil, and more people need that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's move on though. Before I get all emotional talking about Maynard. Zach Wild has partnered with Veeps to stream the first ever live performance of his band Black Label Society's Ozzy's song on March 27th. Engines of Demolition will be released on March 27th via MNRK Heavy. Live stream, global live stream from the Sylvie in Madison, Wisconsin will air via Veeps. It'll be the premiere of the official music video for Ozzy's song. Yeah, that live stream will be capturing Ozzy's song in front of a live audience for the first time. It was written in honor of Ozzy and is being billed as Zach Wild's one of his most personal songs. Benji Madden of Good Charlotte fame, who also owns Veeps, stated, "We are excited to have Zach on Veeps from his tour stop in Madison. And it is an honor to get to share some little parts in helping him honor Ozzy. I think Ozzy deserves all the accolades forever and always. And also Ozfest. It'd be great to bring back, please." It will be available to watch for free exclusively through Veeps across the web and supported TV apps at approximately 8:15 Pacific time. I'm just kidding, Pacific time. Yeah, on what did we say? The 27th. Limited edition merch will also be offered through the platform, so check it out. And can I bring this up? As much as I'm talking so great about Zach Wild, let's see if I can find that little other piece of news that I was supposed to bring up like a week or so ago. I don't know. It's an absolutely insane piece of news that we had found out about.
Well, shit, I don't know.
No, I know I sent it to you. Hold on, I got it. I'm almost there. Did I text it to you? Feel like I did. Come on. How long ago? Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. So, for one thing, Zach Sabbath is opening for Black Label Society. Great pairing.
Yeah.
Two awesome bands. Zach Wild states this. I'm reading this off my phone, so if it looks like I'm not paying attention, I am. I just need to read this down below. I'm not only a fan of Zach Wild, I'm a fan of his wife, and us being out on this tour, I plan on sleeping with Zach Wild's wife. That's why I'm thankful that this tour was put together. While we're going to blow Black Label off the stage, I'm gonna sleep with his wife. Zach Wild is gonna try and sleep with the wife
Zach Wild's wife.
of Zach Wild's wife. Fucking insane. I've been holding on to that for a while. I just need to bring that up. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think, dude? Isn't that crazy? How dare you? How adulterous of him.
That is crazy. No, back to the original set of news. I did want to say, although it did say that it is available to watch for free via Veeps, you do need a Veeps subscription in order to watch it for free on Veeps. So therefore,
makes
not
sense.
free.
It's not free. Exactly. There's a paywall.
But
good catch.
No, I was gonna say though, you know, I've always thought that Good Charlotte was underrated in the pop punk scene.
Oh yeah.
They put better music together than people give them credit for. I think it was the whole like Nicole Richie kind of fucking association that like kind of put some dirt on their name. But dude, I think it's Benji that has a podcast now where he's interviewing musicians similar to the Hard Lore podcast. And he had the singer of Newfound Glory on not that long ago, and him talking with him about shit that went down on tour between the two bands.
Oh yeah.
And some of the shenanigans that they got into. Dude, Benji is way more legit than I think people give him credit for.
Hell yeah.
I can
agree with you with that just because I love Good Charlotte. Like, I will tell anybody and everybody to listen to the guys. They have a great energy. Yeah. Their music's awesome.
Their new album was terrible.
Yeah,
but their old stuff is pretty good.
Well, we were talking about that too with fucking Alkaline Trio. You know, some of these older bands, you know, that were really big. Like I said, had those great energies back then. Kind of pop punk. Yeah. You know, a little whatever. As they got older, dude, like now that we're listening to them 20, 25 years later, whatever, they really changed. I'm not going to say in a bad way, but enough to be like, are you really the same band anymore? Like, what's going on? You know?
The answer is no.
Exactly. They're not. Right. You know? But yeah, check it out on Veeps after you pay past that paywall. Next up, we got an announcement from Jay Weinberg. He's announced an upcoming gear and memorabilia sale via his Reverb shop set to begin on March 18th, with a portion of the proceeds benefiting Musicaires. Items up for grabs include full drum kits from his stints in Slipknot, as well as backing Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, as well as Slipknot masks and stage-worn outfits. I didn't know Jay also played for Springsteen. Yeah. I know his dad, Max, was like the guy, you know, and then with Conan and everything. But that's cool that he also played.
Yeah, Jay took over when Max retired.
Makes sense. Okay, I see.
But I'm pretty sure I saw a clip of him playing with Bruce Springsteen not that long ago. So I think he still works with the E Street Band.
Right. Nice. That's super cool. It's a generational thing. That's fucking awesome.
I think it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. We've also got other pieces like some snares, cymbals, drum thrones, shit like that. Among the highlights of these items is an SJC custom drum. It's a kit designed with the artist,
SJC.
his tattoo artist and custom drum artist, Thomas Hopper. It was his kit used during the touring cycle for Slipknot's "We Are Not Your Kind" tour. Another kit was hand painted by Weinberg, featuring a multicolor balloon design and dubbed the Pokemon Vomit Kit, which he used during his time touring with Against Me and later on a European tour with Suicidal Tendencies. He's also offering drum heads from those We Are Not Your Kind sessions, cataloged by the songs they were used on, as well as a Roland V drum kit used while writing material for We Are Not Your Kind and The End so far. I don't know, if you don't know Jay, like, we were just kind of talking about it, he's just a kind of versatile guy. Like, literally played with Slipknot and fucking Bruce Springsteen
Like
Against
the
Me.
opposite sides of the fucking
Suicidal.
spectrum.
Exactly. He's just played with fucking everybody. Madball, Hesitation Wounds.
Yep.
He had just announced, and we talked about this here on the Riff Report, that he had left Suicidal in January, only after 2 years, to focus on like his fucking family and shit, I think is what it was. I remember.
Yeah, he's working on some solo shit
solo
too.
stuff. Yeah.
He put that track out with Deaf Heaven vocalist.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been working on some other stuff. I think he just had, or he's either teasing another new track, or he just had another track come out.
Right.
Can't remember who it was featuring, but yeah, he's got that new project coming out.
Right.
Let me see if I can find it while you continue.
Yeah.
Doing your thing.
Let's see. That's about all I had for that point. But no, I'm talking about Jay Weinberg and just how fucking awesome he is. Like, just love that. Like, I don't know, like, for being such a versatile guy, you never really say he's like a studio dude, but I think he just needs to do like a Josh Freese thing and like fucking just be like the drummer. You know what I mean? Go ahead and contract himself out, do a bunch of different stuff, but don't stick yourself into one little. Just put out a bunch of drum tracks, find who wants to pay for it, and just do your own fucking thing, Jay. Like I said, this is a second generational like drum legacy that you got going on. Like, run with it, dude. Respect your art and your talent enough to, like I said, just be kind of independent. Don't limit yourself, man. You got the whole world in front of you, dude. All right. Love you, man. Just do it.
Yeah. I think it's pretty clear with the amount of bands that he's played for in the past like 10 years that I don't know if he's exactly the easiest person to work with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the whole studio musician thing does have a little bit of credit to it. However, I've been a big fan of the albums that he's been a part of. He's the reason why I got into Against Me a little bit before he left the band. And I mean, Bruce Springsteen's got some solid stuff. He's got some bad stuff too. So that stuff's a little hard to, put your nose on. And we've talked about in the past, I'm not the biggest Slipknot fan anymore.
Right.
So there's that. I just can't, I don't know. I just don't, it's like the same shit over and over with Slipknot for me. But it just keeps getting weaker and weaker in my opinion.
Yeah. Right.
So unfortunately he joined the band a little too late, but yeah, that song that he came out with the singer of Deaf Heaven was pretty good. I'll be excited to see what else he's got going on in the future. The next story we got is about Santa Cruz hardcore band Drain, and we talked
They're my
about,
friend.
Drain is your friend. We talked about it maybe 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
But they put out a limited run of t-shirts condemning ICE, with the proceeds going towards immigrant families.
Mm-hmm.
in the Northern California community. And they have announced that they have raised nearly $40,000 going back to those families, which is just fucking amazing. In a Instagram post, the nonprofit organization Community Foundation Santa Cruz County announced that Drain frontman Sammy, not going to try and pronounce his last name, Sammy Cool Guy Drain, had personally delivered a check for $39,955 going towards supporting immigrant funds. The singer of Drain also said, "I'm thankful I live in a place with helpful people where I can just drop off a check. There aren't many places that I can do this." Drain launched that t-shirt on February 27th and pledged the proceeds. And then more than 2,000 shirts were sold over a single weekend.
Dang.
And then, they had them all packed up and shipped out by the end of the week ahead of their upcoming tour with No Pressure, Haywire, and Secret World. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just some fucking hardcore dudes doing some good in the world.
Right.
The way that it was intended.
Exactly.
Next up, this one was pretty cool given the season. It's about to be St. Paddy's Day. And as we said, we were doing a little celebrating this weekend. So I listened to this track quite a few times. But Dropkick Murphys, Boston hardcore band, has premiered a performance video for their new track Citizen ICE featuring Haywire. The track will be featured on the two bands' upcoming split entitled New England Forever. The clip was filmed at a recent stop in Houston and features Haywire, the Agrolites, Slugger, and Houston's Juice Box. Let's see. Citizen ICE is a reworked version of the band's 2005 track, Citizen CIA, which was recorded in late 2025 amongst all of the shit that's been going on throughout the United States with ICE and whatnot, which I fucking love this track. But yeah, the music video was really good. At the end, kind of features a little speech from the singer of Dropkick Murphys with all of these bands showing their support for the cause. And yeah, the band, I'm sure, is pretty busy right now, as they always are around this time of the year. And I'm looking forward to that split coming out with Haywire on Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, which would be yesterday when you're listening to this. So if you're listening to this episode at 9 a.m. when it came out on Wednesday, that'll mean you're not too far off. You can just go hop back and check that out.
Exactly. Right.
But yeah, the handful of tracks that I've listened to off of this split are both really good. So I expect nothing less from the full release.
Oh yeah. Right.
Did you check out the music video at all?
No, I did not, unfortunately. And I should. I will. The weekend was fucking crazy for me, so I didn't do a lot of catching up on things. I did a lot of sleeping and recovering from hangovers. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So
yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out, because as we discovered earlier, I fucking love the Dropkick Murphys. So I'm slowly getting into Haywire as well. And I love that they put that. Now, I will say one little point, reading through this, I absolutely love that they picked the Houston stop for this Citizen ICE thing, because, like, as we've seen in the news, I'm not saying Houston specifically, but Texas specifically has been super bootlicky about everything. And
They always are.
yeah, they planned this out pretty fucking well. So now I do know, and I've seen it said on like Reddit posts and just other, things from people, comments on like Instagram. A lot of the major cities like don't really run as red as you think in Texas. And it's similar everywhere. You go to major cities, Chicago, LA,
Cities are
Houston,
typically blue.
Dallas. Cities are typically blue, exactly, because there's more people and you need everybody to make sure those cities are working. Like immigrants are going to those cities because there's a lot of work. You need a lot of people to make those cities run, and you know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, the state, unfortunately, their government runs a little red, and ew, dude. So I think that's hilarious how they planned it. All right, I'm gonna state this piece, and then I'm gonna give you the last artist news because I know you love the band. But I have to pee after this, so taking my turn.
All right.
All right, so very unfortunate news. Let's take this a little bit seriously. We did have the passing of Motorhead guitarist Phil Campbell at the age of 64. May you rest in fucking power, brother. But this news comes after Phil had recently underwent a major operation. The statement that I'm about to read was issued by his Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons Project. But it is with great sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved father, Philip Anthony Campbell, who passed away peacefully last night following a long and courageous battle in intensive care after a complex major operation. Phil was a devoted husband, a wonderful father, and a proud and loving grandfather, known affectionately as Bambi. That's so cute.
Aww,
that warms my heart. He was deeply loved by all who knew him and will be missed, immensely. His legacy, music, and the memories he created with so many will live on forever. We kindly ask that our family's privacy is respected during this incredibly difficult time. And that's fair, y'all. Take the time you need. Motorhead and Phil being a part of that had a huge legacy that we still respect to this day. Yeah, take your time. Grieve however you need. Motorhead specifically, though, also commented, we cannot believe that we're saying this, just with profound sadness, that we have to say Philip Anthony Campbell has passed. He was Motorhead's guitarist for 31 years. That's a year less than I've been alive. That's insane. The longest serving member besides Lemmy, having joined in 1984. After Lemmy's passing, he was blessed to form his band Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons with his sons Todd, Dane, and Tyla, which recorded and toured together for years. He was a wonderful guitarist, writer, performer, and musician who had Motorhead in his fucking veins. The fucking was a creative liberty I took. He always led with his gift of guitar and carried a great sense of humor. But most of all, Phil led with his heart. You could not be around him without a chuckle or 20. This guy sounds really cool. But because quite simply, Phil loved life and lived it with great joy. Maybe we can all take that lesson. Let's all live our lives with great joy. There will be plenty of time for us to share stories. For now, please send love and positive energy to Gaynor and the boys while affording them time, space, and privacy. Much love and rest in power, Phil. The world has just lost an enormous beam of light, and we are devastated, as we all are, Motorhead. Yeah, it sucks to see. I mean, 64 in this day and age, it just seems young. You know what I mean? With advances in technology now, knowing Motorhead as a band, I think 64 is a pretty solid amount of time to make it. And I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but they partied hard for sure.
Yeah.
And
a lot of Jack Daniels.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it sucks to hear about. We've been, I don't know, in the past year, I feel like we just keep losing all these greats, but that also gives all of us younger individuals the opportunity to prove ourselves and to showcase the legacy that the older generation left, and to work just as hard as them, to fucking live as hard as them, to love as much as them, and to give a chuckler 20 as well as they did. So, once again, I'll say rest in power, Phil. Thanks for everything. We love you, man. Hell yeah. I'm out of drinks, so I'm just gonna pour one out in this glass for you, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But that's all I had to say about that. Ryan, take it away. Like I said, I know you're gonna love this. I'll be back.
Yep. All right. This next story is about the Texas crossover band Power Trip. They have announced that they are signing with Blue Grape Music. They've been trying to figure out their place in the scene with their next chapter following the 2020 death of Riley Gale, which is just devastating in the metal world. And Power Trip really hasn't been the same since. Obviously, being a little respectful, they've played a handful of shows throughout the years with I think they originally started playing shows with the vocalist of Fugitive, their side project, but most recently have resurfaced in 2023 with vocalist Seth Gilmore handling vocals. And they've played multiple shows since then with that lineup, but the band has recently discussed plans for a May 2026 Decibel magazine cover story, but have confirmed that they are now signing with Blue Grape. Blue Grape, which is comprised of former Roadrunner Records dudes, has not announced anything about the signing of Power Trip. However, they have previously signed Power Trip offshoot Fugitive, like I was just telling you about, in May of last year. So this is pretty exciting. Hopefully that means we've got some new music coming our way from Power Trip, and hopefully we get a little bit more normalcy here with the band and what's to come. They are a big favorite of mine, and they're just fucking heavy hitters. So I'm excited to have them back for sure. And this is the first step towards, checking out some new stuff. So pretty exciting. Welcome back, Tyler.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I just filled everybody in that Power Trip has recently signed to Blue Grape Music.
So awesome. We need more Power Trip in our lives. Those guys fucking rule. So this is, yes, very exciting news.
Super exciting.
So
Moving on, though, I do have a surprise story.
Yeah.
I forgot to add this in here previously, but it was funny and pissed me off equally, to the point where I felt the need to share, which is that I think we talked about it previously that Live Nation was in a like
a court battle,
bit of a judicial battle,
right? Yeah.
With the Department of Justice and the DOJ, like always, especially with this administration, has let us down by not putting forth tough enough repercussions on the fucking Ticketmaster Live Nation duo.
Right.
But recent news has come out that will explain to you that if you have ever paid $60 to park in a dirt field at an amphitheater, well, that someone at Live Nation was laughing at you in the office.
Exactly.
And that has been proven by recent Slack conversations that have been leaked online amongst Live Nation. According to the article, in 2022, there were some conversations going back and forth among big wigs at Live Nation, with everything that went down in 2020 via COVID. The live music industry was kind of put on hold for a while. We got to a point where we weren't sure if we were ever going to get live music again, and that was a little bit scary.
Yeah.
But then once we started getting music back, things started to seem a little different, and that was that it felt like we were being nickeled and dimed. It felt like ticket prices were outrageous. It was a madhouse for a while. It still is a madhouse, which is why we were kind of hoping that the DOJ was going to help us out here, and split up the two companies. But in the recent Slack exchange between the two of the company's regional ticketing directors, Ben Baker and Jeff Weinhold, they were talking about pricing for different things, and Jeff Weinhold floated VIP parking priced at $250 a spot for a single show. Baker's reaction was, "These people are so stupid," and then said, "I almost feel bad for taking advantage of them." They went on to brag about charging $50 for parking in the grass, $60 for closer grass. The quote, "robbing them blind, baby," was put forth. And then another quote, "That's how we do it." So yeah, dude, if you didn't know, these dudes are fucking us in the ass, and then they're telling your best friend about it.
Exactly.
So if that's not enough of a reason to stop going to Live Nation shows and to stop buying tickets through Ticketmaster, I don't know what it is. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just say right now, I know if you're listening to this, you love music as much as we do. And we know that Live Nation and Ticketmaster have taken a fucking hold of the industry, and it sucks, but you're going to have to fucking take one for the team and miss out on some shit over the next handful of years for us to really get something done about this.
Exactly.
Because obviously they know that they can just take advantage of us in any which way and we'll pay the money.
Right.
So we need to prove to them that that is not the fucking case, and that if they don't get their shit together, they're not getting another fucking dime from us again.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, I've always been the type to, if something's on Ticketmaster, I try and avoid it as much as I can. Now, because of what we've been having to deal with, some shows that I've been to have only I could only buy tickets from Ticketmaster. You know, I can't think that I can't think of a lot of those situations, but I feel like I've been lucky enough not to. Now I don't know who owns it, but usually I'm going through eTix. I really don't try and buy from reselling sites because, like, fuck that shit too. Like StubHub, and that sort of thing. But there's another. Let's see. Let's go. Who owns?
Well, with a quick search, eTix is not owned by Ticketmaster or Live Nation.
That's sick. I love that. Yeah. It's another one. Starts with like an A. I think I have an app for them. It doesn't start with an A. Who is it?
I was trying to think. I started looking at that. I know it's little more for like sports and stuff like that than it is for music, but I was using TickPix for a minute.
Okay.
Which was, for sports at least, was definitely on the cheaper side.
Right. Yeah, I can't find the other app that I go through.
Yeah.
To get tickets, but yeah, fuck Live Nation, fuck Ticketmaster. Now I am seeing things where the Justice Department and Live Nation settled. This was last week, but it also sounds like so they settled. They're they're not going to sell off Ticketmaster. But they've agreed to pay $280 million in fines to the 40 states that have joined the Justice Department and as plaintiffs. Now, I'm just going to say that's super fucked
It's a
because
slap on the fucking wrist.
it's a slap on the wrist. None of the people who spent all that money are going to see a fucking dime from it. You know, it's like, I don't know. This reminds me of some big thing.
$240 million.
280, but yeah, it's a drop in the bucket.
Nothing.
You know what I mean? And they can just continue doing whatever they want to fucking do. You know, they don't have to sell anything off. It's like, I don't know. I heard this story about way back in the day when the U.S. was good about public transportation, trams, trolleys, you know, that sort of thing. And it's been proven all of the major auto companies, Firestone, like Ford, GM, you know, oil companies and shit like that, all kind of got together to buy out like trams and trolleys and trains and all those public transportation systems so they could go under. They would purposely make them go under, and then that gave them a reason to build highways and shit. Now we're in the situation we're in now. You know what I mean? Which, you know, I guess is kind of useful, but we just don't, you know, trains would be sweet. I'd love to get into train rides more. I think they're
Trains
cool.
are better.
Trains are better.
Let's just be honest. Trains are better.
Yeah. And they were given like a literal same sort of deal, a super tiny drop in the bucket fine that just said, all right, yeah, you did this. It's been proven, it's on paper, but who cares? You literally changed the entire structure of everything, you know? So I can't imagine that this is going to change much as I hate to say. But the other point I had was that it sounds like the states will still be trying to pursue some sort of further litigation to really stick it to them. Like Letitia James, and a bunch of the other states are going to be still trying to pursue it without the Justice Department, like the federal Justice Department involvement, which is what we really...
I think no matter what, I mean, until this cabinet has been removed and like a cabinet full of actual professional people have been put back in place, nothing's going to go anywhere, especially with like, what do you expect? The government is run by the most capitalistic fucking asshole that we've ever seen. You got to know that a monopoly lawsuit is not going to go against capitalism right now. So nothing's going to fucking happen. All I can hope is that in a couple years when this shit is fucking over with, that we can bring this back to light and go back at it again, because I will not rest until at least the two companies have been forced to split up.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, I can agree with that. So,
but anyways, let's get
into... Speaking of tickets. Oh yeah, right.
Speaking of tickets,
right.
Yeah,
we're getting
into some tour announcements, dude. Tour announcements.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully in these tour announcements, whatever show that you're interested in going to, hopefully the venue is selling tickets on their own and you can get them through them.
Yeah.
But the first one that we got here is Throne has announced another run of US dates prior to the support run of In Flames, Distant, and Upon Stone. the new string of dates will see the Swedish new metalcore band paired with Mugshot, Vomit Forth, and Your Spirit Dies, which is going to kick off in Fresno, California on April 27th, and will wrap up in Chattanooga, Tennessee on May 8th. The band No Cure will be joining on selected dates. As far as this little run goes, the Midwest can just go fuck itself, because there is nothing near us unless you want to consider Chattanooga, Tennessee near us. But I don't, because that is at least an 8-hour drive. I do, however, I have always been a big fan of saying Chattanooga
choo-choo, bro. Right, exactly. It's a 9.5-hour drive, by the way, from here.
Gross.
So that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I would prefer to see them with In Flames and Distant, because I like both of those bands.
Yeah.
But I have been dying to see Throne live because they fucking rip.
Right. I agree. Let's see. Yeah, I've driven to Nashville. That's the farthest I've gone for a show. That was for Fit for a King and Devil Wears Prada. That was like almost 8 hours. So you've got a little bit more time to go past that, which sucks. I just want to make one little point. When I was reading this earlier, just preparing for the episode, I saw that little bit where you showcased the shows that don't have No Cure, and I read it as like the band The Cure. Yeah, like with No Cure. I was like,
No Cure.
That's a weird pairing, but like I've seen weirder. Like, all right.
I'm not gonna.
No Cure is the band.
Who am I to say?
You know what I mean? All right. But yeah, I guess we will. And hey, talking about going to not as much, but a little bit, going to fuck ourselves. Fear Factory will be teaming up with Darkest Hour this fall for a you say Midwest, but I don't really see much. Yeah, in the Western United States, direct support will be provided by Brotality. I was just listening to them earlier. Those guys are fucking awesome.
I'm listening to them right now.
Hell yeah. It is called the Cybernetic Domination Tour.
Cybernetic Domination Tour
2026 2026. Tickets go on sale this Friday, March 13th. That was
already happened again.
That already happened. So they're already out now, dude. 10 a.m. local time, which is anytime. We've got couple dates in Colorado. The closest thing that we could consider Midwest is maybe Idaho. I'd consider Idaho. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't consider it at all. That's West. I was thinking of Iowa.
No.
Yeah, Colorado. Kansas is like south for me. That's the way I think about it.
I think it's still technically Midwest, maybe. Montana, I believe, is considered.
Dude,
or is that the West?
That's West. That's so West.
I mean, that's fucking West. I mean, it is, but we're not exactly in the Midwest either, buddy. It's just what we call it.
We're like the tail end. Midwest is as far as Michigan, maybe considering Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota,
North Dakota, South Dakota?
No, that's central. I feel like that's central. Like Minnesota's the edge.
But it's the Midwest. You know?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's deceiving. It's deceiving.
Right. We're Mid-East.
The name is deceiving.
Exactly. But we act like it, all right? When they talk about Midwest and Ope and Ranch and blue collar and talking with funny accents, We may not hear it, but if we were to go down to Florida, if we were to go over to Nebraska, Utah, California, people would be
trust
like,
me.
who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you saying? Yeah.
Trust me, the first time that I ever heard from somebody that I had a funny accent,
Uh-huh.
I was like, first of all, I got the giggles because I was like, oh, I've been waiting for this day.
Yes, right.
But I'm like, dude, I don't think I have an accent at all. I sound like how
I sound normal. Like I sound like
people
everybody
sound.
else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 No,
You
when
sound fucking weird.
right. Dude, when I
No,
moved
you do.
from Minnesota back to Michigan, because like I was born in
Minnesota?
Michigan. Yeah, Minnesota. Eating my lutefisk, flying my flag, you know, scratching my kino, you know, whatever. Yeah, no, it was everyone same deal, and that's, you know what I mean, we would consider both, you know, kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone thought I had a weird ass. They're like, "Are you from Canada?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm Minnesota, but close enough, right?" You know.
Minnesota. It's the same thing.
I've definitely at this point. I mean, I've been in Michigan for just about 20 years. I think it was 2007 that I moved from Minnesota back to Michigan. Yeah, so I've assimilated for sure. But
We got
yeah.
like we're not exactly like Canadian accent kind of people.
Right.
If anything, I'd say we're closer to the Chicago accent than anything,
For
but
sure. Yeah, I can
still
see
think
that.
that the stereotypical Chicago accent, I feel like, is less prominent these days anymore.
Right.
Like you go to Jersey, like you still get that fucking accent.
Right.
But Chicago,
Chicago.
I don't know that anyone's talking like that on like inadvertently. Like I think like purposely we do that to like poke fun about the
Joke
whole
around,
thing,
da
but like
bears, right.
da bears. Yeah.
Or on the flip side, because of the proximity that we live to Chicago, maybe it's just fucking normal for us. Just like we're saying about like Michigan accent, like we're normal, like whatever. We experience it all the fucking time. Like we live in a tourist trap town, dude. Like we go to Chicago. If we're going to the city, we're going to Chicago. You know, more people are Bears fans out here than they are Lions fans. You know, we're literally little Chicago out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. Good, better, best, bro. Come on.
Down.
Bear down.
Never let it rest.
Down. Yeah.
Never let it rest. Bear down.
Hell yeah, sick. But yeah, continuing on with this little tour thing. So many dates out in California. Portland, Seattle, everywhere else except for the actual fucking Midwest. But hey, that's fine. I like Fear Factory. I like Brutality. We'll see.
Yep. I like Darkest Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, I'm surprised that you didn't reconfigure this list so that you could take this one.
I was going to, but I also know that you really want to fucking talk about it because you're the one convincing me to fucking go at this point, or at least trying to convince yourself to go and to convince Brittany to let you go. So, hey man, take it away. You earned this one, all right? This one's yours.
Yep.
I gave this to you.
This was, oh, fucking thank you.
Of course.
Well, in sad news, we got notice from the Atlanta noise rock group 68, fronted by the former Norma Jean and Chariot frontman Josh Scoggins. They have announced that their farewell tour is coming up, wrapping up their recording of their next and last album. Unfortunately, the tour will kick off in Orlando on May 13th and will wrap up in Atlanta on June 20th for their very last show ever. There was some studio footage shared by the band in a social media post. I didn't get a chance to check that out, however, but the the run is going to come with support from Derek Zanetti and Nate Bergman. Neither of which I am familiar with, but looks like we got a couple chances in the area to come check them out. We got May 29th in Detroit at Catacombs. Not familiar with that place, but that sounds pretty cool. So I'm about to fucking Google that real quick. Catacombs.
Catacombs.
Detroit.
Hell yeah.
Detroit. No idea.
I have a feeling that Derek did some art maybe for 68. I just found his website.
Okay.
And he's got this like, I don't know, this piece of
Derek
art that just
Zanetti.
literally looks like something that 68 would use.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
I know Nate Bergman, I believe, is an artist, is a musical artist, because I saw some sort of quote, I think it might have been from Josh, about Nate being a part of the inception of 68. He might
Okay.
have played with 68 when they first got together or something
Right.
like that. I can't remember. Let me see if I can find yeah, I don't know. Oh. Nope. I have no idea. Either way, yeah, they got that show in Detroit, May 29th. You can catch them at the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis on May 31st. They're going to be in Milwaukee on June 1st. And then the show that I'm trying to talk myself into buying tickets for is June 3rd at the Cobra Lounge in Chicago. So that might be your next opportunity to hang out with the Riff Report on the road. Tickets are pretty affordable. What did I say? $30?
30, 40, something like that. Yeah.
30, 40, something like that. That's about as good as it gets in these days.
Right.
So we're trying to make the decision to pull the trigger soon before it's too late.
Right.
So yeah, fucking grab your tickets.
Get them while you can, because 68's done after this, right? Exactly. We got let's see, an announcement from Bring the Horizon. They will be playing a headlining show at the Hollywood Palladium. Not to be confused with the Herald Palladium around here. In Los Angeles, California on April 23rd. Dying Wish will be opening for them.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's about it on that one. Now, maybe I go there, and with Dying Wish being there, maybe I get to see Jeremy, because
wearing Prada.
Exactly, wearing Prada, and then I can punch him in the face for flowers and be like, "You fucking betrayed us, you son of a bitch." Yeah. So, but go check out Bring Me the Horizon. They're awesome. And Dying Wish is actually really fucking cool too. So, yeah, they'll be in LA. So, yeah. Our final tour announcement for this episode is from 156 slash Silence. They have announced a run of headlining shows booked around the off dates of their North American tour in this during the spring with Thornhill, Fox Lake, and Via Nova. Fox Lake will appear on all dates in May. There's a bunch of them. Tickets will go on sale on went on sale already on March 13th. At 10 a.m. local time, which is now anytime. You can buy them whenever. But let's see. We've got at the Majestic Theater in Detroit.
Ooh, the old Vic.
Yeah, the Vic right after that on the 24th of May. Which were we talking about that with Kyle? The Vic Theater? I don't think so.
I think we brought up the Vic Theater, maybe.
Yeah, I know you guys were really big on Thalia. You guys were talking about
Talia Hall
yeah.
is a favorite, but I've been to the Vic a couple times. I think I think the last time I was there was I think Meshuggah in Between the Buried and Me there.
Shit. Okay. Nice. Hell yeah. Well, they'll be there getting just as loud for everybody. I wouldn't say just as loud, but pretty loud for everybody. And then in Indianapolis, also at the Hoosier Dome. That's your dome. Hoosier Dome. On June 7th. Now that will be 156 silence only there. And then those other dates I had listed in Detroit and Chicago, they will have be supporting Thornhill with Fox Lake and Via Nova. So if you got money, you got time, go check them out.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we'll be able to make it because we've already bought so many fucking tickets for the year. So I have to cut it somewhere. And I'm assuming
I just found that
I'll be around for a while. So
I just found the show flyer for that. It was the 25 years of musical defiance. Meshuggah Between the Buried and Me tour, which took place on June 15th, 2014. That was the last time I was at the Vic.
Shit. That's a while ago, bro.
Yeah. I need to go back.
Yeah, right. So.
But that's all we got, right?
That's about it. Yeah. That's all he wrote, dude.
All right. Well, let's fucking close this out of here, huh?
Let's do it.
All right. Check us out on all of our social media platforms. You can like and subscribe on YouTube at the Riff Report News. Hit that bell icon to get notified for any future episodes. Check us out on Instagram at the.riff.report. I promise that we are going to start getting better about posting clips again here soon. So give you something to fuck with. But in the meantime, just DM us if you want us to talk about specific shit or if you hate things that we do. Let us know. We can't get better unless you tell us what you hate and what you don't hate. But you can catch new episodes every Wednesday at 9 a.m. on YouTube for your regular news and releases. And then after hours every Friday at 6 p.m. on YouTube, where the lights get a little dim, we get a little buzzed up, and we get a little goofy and spooky. But for now, stay loud, stay angry. We'll catch you in the pit.